Hello everyone, this is the real Sean Caffrey speaking, and today I'd like to pitch my own TV channel. I haven't thought of an official name for it yet, but I'm gonna go with ASDTV for now. This may change in the future. The working title for this is CBeebies 2.0, because it'll have 4 blocks similar to CBeebies, only it'll have shows that CBeebies used to have and other good shows that CBeebies doesn't have. At least I consider them good anyway. Starting with the morning shows at 6:30 a.m., the first thing that I'd like to show is an episode of Season 1 to 5 of Fireman Sam. At 6:40, I plan for an episode of Bob the Builder, and I'll only be including Season 1 to Project Build It. Ready Steady Build is very messy, as the Thomas and Tugs man has described. As for the 2015 reboot, we don't talk about that reboot. At 10 to 7, I plan to air The Pingu Show. You know, the spin-off to Pingu, where Pingu goes into a whale-shaped funhouse and interacts with Mark Silk? Yeah, I thought I was underrated. At exactly 7 o'clock, I plan to air an episode of Bluey. Any episode goes. 7:10, I plan for an episode of Lunar Jim, preferably the UK dub. At 7:20, Justin's House. 7:40, The Fimbles. 8 o'clock, Me Too. And 8:20, Captain Mack. By now, it's 8:30, the start of the second block, Learn New Things, which, if the previous block was Get Set Go, this block is Discover and Do. We start with 3 back-to-back episodes of the learning blocks from 8:30 to 8:45, with Alphablocks, Numberblocks, and Colourblocks. At 8:45, we have the Trap Door. 10 to 9, Sooty Co. 10 past 9, Bluey. Again, but this time only the episodes that have a clear moral. 20 past 9, Big Cook Little Cook. 20 to 10, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. 10 o'clock, Little Robots. 10 past 10, Thomas and Friends. Specifically, what are considered the best or better episodes from seasons 8 to 24. Seasons 1 to 7 will be preserved for later. At 20 past 10, we have Corn and Peg, followed by Balamory at 10:40, The Wiggles at 11 o'clock, and another episode of Me Too at 20 past 11. This then follows with an episode of Waybuloo at 11:40, which brings us to 12 o'clock midday with the Hoobs. In terms of the afternoon, 12:20 we'll see 2 more episodes of Corn and Peg. 2:40 we'll have specifically Season 5 of Fireman Sam. 12:50 we'll have Mack's Mansion. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Horrible Histories. 1:30, another episode of Big Cook Little Cook. 1:50, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. 2:10, Fifi and the Flowertots. 2:20, Roary the Racing Car. 2:35, Thomas and Friends, specifically an episode of Season 5 to Season 7. 2:40, Rubbadubbers. 2:50, Gabby's Dollhouse. And that brings us to 3:15 in the afternoon, which is where the Good Times block comes in. And Good Times is what Big Fun Time was. We start off with another episode of Bluey, this time only episodes about the fun and games rather than teaching the kids something important, because that's reserved for 10 past 9. 25 past 3, we'll see an individual episode of Pingu. At 3:30, we get the Aquabat Super Show. At 3:50 in the afternoon, we get Mr. Bean, the animated series. I think that series is underrated. 4 o'clock in the evening, we'll give Giggle Biz. 4:15, Brum. 4:25, Tom and Jerry. 4:35, another episode of Lunar Jim. And 4:45 gives us Giggle Quiz. And that brings us to the Take It Easy block, which is like a lighter version of the bedtime hour, in that it still helps you relax for the evening, but it's not exclusively made to help you get ready for bed. At least it doesn't start that way. We have Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids at 5 o'clock, followed by a classic Thomas episode at 5:10. At 5:15, we'll have an episode of Puffin Rock. 5:25, The Raggy Dolls. 5:35, Clangers. 5:45, another episode of Thomas and Friends, this time only seasons 1 to 4. 5:50, another episode of Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids, which brings us to the evening, where they do start to become more easygoing and help you to relax for the evening. Exactly 6 o'clock will give us Puffin Rock. 6:10 is another Clangers episode. 6:20 will give us the Fimbles. 7:20, the Raggy Dolls. And then we have 7:10 with In the Night Garden. At 7:20, we'll have what CBeebies had with the presenters reading a bedtime story, although I would prefer to read off a story that I know well. And then, thanks to Mesmerizing Marbles Races for this suggestion, on Friday and Saturday at 7:30 in the evening, we'll play a family film. These include films such as Sing, Mr. Bean's Holiday, Toy Story, Paddington, The Secret Life of Pets, Harry Potter, etc. The time slots for each of these shows are not precise. I need some breathing room for presenter segments and commercial breaks. Currently, this schedule isn't perfect, but it's the best I can do. I am open to further suggestions. I know this video had taken up a good chunk of your time, but thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.